Severance Season 2 has just aired one of its best episodes. The last time around, Mark and Helly's relationship was repaired after the damage Helena had caused by pretending to be Helly. That love story is now at the show's center and drives some important events in the season. I was glad to see Mark mellow out and eventually get back to how he normally behaves with Helly, and how Severance Season 2 Episode 6 allowed us to see more from two other key relationships. But before we get into it, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, drop a like and comment on the video, and if you're able, please sign up for channel memberships for exclusive content, which really helps us out. Anyway, back to Lumen. So, Dylan kissed his outie's wife, and as I enjoyed their chemistry, I thought the moment was really sweet. It can lead to an interesting storyline if and when his outie finds out. As for Irving, whose innie is dead but outie is alive, I'm afraid that Bert's intentions for getting close to him are definitely nefarious. After the last episode set up so much for Severance's main relationships, I was surprised to see that episode 7 didn't pursue those storylines at all. However, what we got in its place was even better, and it had been a long time coming. Miss Casey was a figure who intrigued me back in Season 1, however, that was truly kicked into high gear with the reveal that she was Mark's outie's wife and that everyone thought she was dead. Severance Season 2's driving force is Mark's search for his wife, which includes his innie also looking for Miss Casey while at Lumen. As the end of the season gets close, the team behind the Apple TV Plus series has peeled back the curtains on the Gemma mystery, and I loved how we could get some much wanted answers. Seeing the beginning, Mark and Gemma's relationship was unexpected. The episode was dedicated to showing both sides of Gemma's disappearance, the before and the after, and it provided an incredible insight into what Gemma and Mark's relationship was like and how she ended up trapped at Lumen. I was heartbroken to see how their love story took a dark turn over a spontaneous abortion and subsequent failed attempts at getting pregnant again. It rooted the more out there sci-fi show in a problem that affects many families, adding more depth to the couple's story. While the couple's past plays out on screen, we also get to see them in the present, separately of course. I always knew the reintegration process would take a toll on Mark, but Adam Scott's character spending an entire episode passed out over it is worrying. What good would it be if he managed to save Gemma by the end of Season 2, only to die from the reintegration side effects right after? As for Gemma, her mystery received some exciting new layers with both answers and new questions along the way. Gemma is trapped at a Lumen facility with her innie taking over every time she walks through a new door. I was surprised by how genuinely scared she looked when she went to see the dentist. When her outie walks out of the room, she feels pain. It's clear Lumen is testing her behind each door for some nefarious purpose. The mystery behind Cold Harbor has been one of my favorites in Season 2, so when I saw the door with the name on it, I immediately moved to the edge of my seat. Sadly, the sci-fi series doesn't reveal what Cold Harbor's meaning is just yet. However, it's the only door Gemma has yet to go through, so it's very important. Dr. Maller is an easy-to-hate character. Severance focuses on telling stories about humanity or lack thereof, and I'd say Maller fits the latter, as he develops a sick fixation on Gemma, trapping her and trying to force her to love him. That moment he tells Gemma he loves her and demands she says it back is one of the most infuriating scenes in the series so far. As episode 7 started and it became clear it would focus on Gemma, I expected answers about her imprisonment at Lumen. What I didn't expect was an attempt to escape at the end. I loved how Dr. Maller got hit by a chair as Gemma frantically tried to escape. It's quite poetic how both Gemma and Mark are trying to get back to each other. Gemma reverting to Miss Casey and being sent back up to Mr. Milchick was heartbreaking, and the flashback to the cops arriving to tell Mark his wife died sealed an emotional episode.